So, a brief introduction about me. I am a student developer based in Delhi, India, and I am also an open source contributor. And in my free time, I just focus on my self growth and fitness stuff. So yeah, just a little bit introduction about me. And in one word, if I had to introduce myself, then it would be a learner or a lifelong learner. So yeah, let's move on to the open source part. So, what is open source? First of all, many people you are contributing to open source, but first explain what is open source to us. So, you must have heard about open source softwares. Uh, so basically, open source is a name given to these softwares, which are basically developed in public, and all the contributors are can publicly access this code base, and we all the developers from all around the world can contribute to it. And there are different ways in which you can contribute, like some of the ways include like writing tech blogs, contributing creating an issue, contributing to the already created issues, or like improving the readme.md files in already created documentations. So in this basically in this talk I'll be showing you how you can contribute to open source and how you can make your first open source contribution. So I have divided the whole process into 6 parts. First part includes like we'll be searching for how you can find a project. So to find a project, I would recommend that you first go to the GSOC's website. So you can get here and browse all organizations website. You will be
I think the screen sharing stopped working.
yeah, sorry.
Is it just me? I can't see the screen anymore.
Okay. Okay.
It's not just you.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, okay. GSOC site is visible now.
Yes, it's back. Thanks.
Yeah. So why I'm recommending this site, because like if you know a technology, like for example if you know Python or JavaScript, then you can just put in your tech like JavaScript. I'm typing JavaScript here, and it will show me the projects or repos that are already using JavaScript. So I'll just pick a repo, like for example I'll just pick open verse, something like that, or circuit verse it is. Yeah. So if I pick this repo, then this would show me like the mailing list. So in the mailing list, if you want to ask some questions, then it is a great resource. Like if you are new to open source and if you are new to a repo, basically, if you have to want to ask like what is the project is all about, or you don't understand anything, you can just go to the mailing list and ask your questions. And I would recommend like you don't just say hi, I please I'm new to this and help me. It would be much greater if you can specify the question that you have, and people will be more than happy to help you. So here you can find all the information about the repo, and here is the link for the website. And we'll be just going to the repos github repo of the project, and like this is the project, suppose. So now comes like we have the first step was choosing the project, and then now comes the second, which is one of the most important step, like which is using the project. Like why use the project? Like if you are using a project, you will face some issues, and you can solve those issues by writing documentation about it, which would further solve people's issues who are using the project. So in this way you are also contributing to open source. Now in the documentation part, you will be briefed about what the project is all about, and some great readmes also contain the documentation about how you can contribute to the project. Like they have the contributing.md file in which all the steps will be mentioned on how you can contribute to this particular repo. Now comes the third step, which is like Utkarsh, you told us about the how we can find a project, how we can use the project. Now comes the third part, which is finding the issues. Like where are the issues? Where can we find it? So here comes the issues section. And this is one of the great feature of GitHub, I say. Like you can search for labels, and labels may differ from project to project. Like some projects use the easy, medium, easy and hard level, or some use good first issues, some use beginner friendly issues. So you can search for the issues like big good first issues. I am searching here, and you will be shown the issues. So on clicking on this, I'll be shown the all the good first issues. And suppose I chose any one of this, like update mailer copyright text. And the fourth step here is you have found the issue. And if the issue is not assigned to anybody else, you can ask the maintainer politely, like, hey, I'm new to the project. I would like to work on this issue, work on this issue. Could you please assign it to me? So if so, the maintainer would assign it to you quickly, and after being assigned, you can just start working on the issue. Now comes the fifth step, which is like how you can create a PR. To create a PR, you just have to go to the again the contributing.md file, and in the contributing.md file, you will be shown like how you can create a pull request, and you just have to, uh, you just have to focus on these points, and you will create a PR. Some projects creating a PR differs from project to project. Like some projects ask you to like sign off with your name or some various other stuff. Like some ask you to add screenshot of the output that you got. So it varies. And after the PR is after you have created a PR, the other step is to like wait. This is one of the most important another important step. Like you have to wait. Some people do is like they don't wait, they just keep on. Just a minute. Yeah, what some people do, like they'll keep on pinging maintainers, and it would not benefit anybody. So you just have to wait. And the maintainer, when the maintainer finds time, he or she or they will be easily be able to go through the pull request, and if the pull request is all good, then they'll merge it. And now comes the final step, which is like you just have to celebrate because you created your first open source contribution. This is the way that you can create all the contributions, like the six steps that I mentioned, like going first, searching for a project; second, finding using the project; third, finding good first issues; fourth, creating a PR; and fifth, waiting. And the sixth step is enjoying. And congratulations, you just created your first open source contribution. Though first open source contribution can also vary, like this I showed you, like this could be a code contribution, but there is nothing like that. Like code contributions are greater or the documentation are lower. No, there's nothing like that. Every contribution is equal in open source, and the open source community is really welcoming. You just have to contribute, or you just collaborative. In open source we say like collaboration over competition. So everybody is collaborating in a way to make open source a greater community, or like to make a project a better version of itself. So yeah, that's all from my side for the open source.